onto this training. What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing amazing. Welcome to another training, the secret blueprint to discover your purpose. Okay, this is, remember, one of the things, guys, that I teach and that I'm always going to be teaching is from my own experience. FYIG. Okay, right? Not give up. Right? This is all from life. Okay, I never talk about stuff. And I've learned to do that. You know, when I don't know something, I just won't answer it. I won't talk about it. There's no point. And that's what I want you to remind yourself of. And remember that you have, like, you may be 45, 50, 60, 70 and thinking, oh, you know, I'm not intelligent enough, or I don't have what it takes, or whatever. And it's like, no. You've got so much that other people don't have. In fact, you have what no one has. And once you start to recognize that your life is such a gift, all of the experiences that you've been through is such a gift. You have stories to tell, unheard stories that no one's heard before, because no one's been through what you've been through. No one has felt what you've felt. This is all a part of your purpose, right? This is so important to embrace, right? Because you are so unique, so different, so distinct. There's no one else out there like you, right? And so I'm only ever going to share with you things that I've experienced in my life, things that I've gone through myself, things that I've learned myself because of experiences that I've been through or I've taken myself through, which now I can relay to you and share with you how I have become this person. So just be aware of that, because I'm not going to sit here and proclaim shit that I've never done before or that I've never experienced before, because that's going against my conscience. And because I'm so spiritually connected within myself, right? I have a conscience, and my conscience is about doing the right thing. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And when you live according to that, guess what that creates in your life? Inner peace. And when you have peace, you are powerful, you are in alignment, and you're able to have mental clarity, emotional stability. You're in a functional state. And when you're in a functional state, you're in a state of ease. And when you're in a state of ease, guess what? You're healthy. You're in a positive vibration. You're thriving. Your body feels good, right? You're not going through depressive experiences. You're not anxious. You're not scared. You're not living in fear. Very important, guys. Suppressed and stuck. This is one of the secrets. One of the biggest problems that we have in our life is we are suppressing. What does suppressing means? Holding in, holding on to. And stuck emotions, stuck feelings that we've never talked about, stuck experiences, suppressed shame, fear, trauma, everything that we've held on to that we've never, ever shared, opened up. We've never felt safe to do so, right? So your true calling and purpose is hidden in the fear you are not facing. Write that down. Your true calling. You want to figure out your purpose and your calling? Guess where it is? It's hidden in the fear that you are not facing. And you have a gift that you're holding on to that the world needs. But as long as you keep living in fear, letting fear control you, letting your negative mind control you, letting the past control you, being on this lower vibration, which is a very low frequency, you're not really feeling empowered. Guess what? You're never going to figure it out. Okay? Your true calling and purpose is hidden in the fear that you're not facing. What is required for you to be not suppressing anymore? There's a lot of stuff that we're carrying. I know this because I was doing it for years. Carrying all this negative energy, all this fear, feeling scared to be myself, accept myself, love myself, forgive myself. Suppressed and stuck is one of the reasons why you're not living your purpose. Okay. So how do we step into our purpose? What is the blueprint? I'm going to share that with you over the next couple of pages, slides. Speak up and out. What I mean by speak up is many of us don't stand up for ourselves. We don't speak up for ourselves. We let other people walk all over us. We let other people define how we think and feel about ourselves because we don't have the confidence to speak up. We don't have the confidence to speak our truth, to really open up about what it is that we're really feeling. Again, I'm saying this because this was me all my life until 33. So as you release, you will start to cultivate inner peace. Because what happens when you start releasing, okay, hands down or hands up, one of the most I know, yes, somatic healing, man, I'm dancing, I'm moving my body, I'm intentionally at the gym, jumping up and down, right? I do these flapping things, right? Where energetically I'm jumping up and down while I'm at the gym and I'm having a break. And what that's doing is I'm consciously and intentionally releasing negative energy. I'm saying any negative energy, anything that I'm holding on to, any pain, any trauma, anything that I'm holding on to, let it be gone. Let it be released right now from my body. Right? That's healing. But I dance and that's such a positive vibration. But guess what? From my experience, as I'm telling you guys, I'm only here to share with you what I've learned. Okay? If you have a lot of fear, suppressed emotions, pain, trauma, insecurities, shame, stuff that you've never spoken about, you've lived in fear for so many years, guess what? You can jump around all you like. You can dance all you like. But let me tell you, the liberation, the freedom that you have when you start to speak it and verbalize it, that's where your fucking freedom is, man. That's where you cultivate inner peace. If you've been hurt and you think that you're going to jump around and you're going to feel peace because you're never going to verbalize it, you're never going to express it, then you're dreaming. I don't know who needs to hear that, but someone does. If you think they're going to cultivate inner peace by jumping around and releasing that trauma that you're never going to talk about, then you're dreaming. I'm just saying. Guys, if you're here and you did not receive the PDF and you want the replay to this training, just comment the word PDF plus replay. You do that, Robin. You freaking do that. Listen, guys, if you're in Sydney, make sure you come to my next event, okay? If someone from my team is here, make sure you put in the chat, in the comments, the link from my website, lukemindpower.com/live events, so that anybody who's tuning in right now and is in our community also can click on that link so you can purchase your tickets for the Sydney event. If you're in Sydney, it's on the 26th of August. It's just pretty much next week, basically. So make sure you get your tickets for the Sydney event because you know that it's going to be nothing but transformational. I ain't here to play games or waste time with you. I'm here to help you to transform your freaking life, and you want to get around this freaking energy, man. Come on. So I can't wait to see you guys there. So make sure you get your tickets. If someone from my team, I'm sure you guys are there, make sure you share the link in the chat for everybody who's in the community so that you guys can actually get access to the tickets. Christine just shared the link. It's lukemindpower.com/live-events. Okay. And you'll also see the other events that I have there as well. Okay. Now, continuing on, right? Guys, you want the blueprint to your purpose. Okay. Let me tell you, that next level of life is not you sitting down and being quiet. That's the truth. That's the hard news that you're going to have to get used to. You are not going to step into your purpose and live your dreams and discover your calling if you're going to play small and be quiet. So 5.5 years ago, this is 2018, September, after making a few decisions that I said, I'm going to move to Poland and open a gym. That was what I said. And so what happened was, as I started planning for this, the universe had another thing up its sleeve. You know, God was like, Luke, I know you want to open a gym, but you know, there's something greater for you. And I know you're trying your hardest, but I've got to show you something else that's more important for you to figure out first before you open a gym. And so it led me down a path of discovering that, you know, I got to this point in the process where I was like, well, if you want to be a fitness instructor and you want to coach groups of people, you're going to have to communicate. You're going to have to lead. Be a leader. You want to own a gym, that means you're going to be the face. That means that everyone's going to know you. That means that you have to stand up in front of people. Ooh, when I heard that, when I realized that, I was like, man, that's my biggest fear. I always struggled with even being in a boardroom with 10 people in a meeting setting and someone saying, hey, before we start the meeting, guys, let's all introduce ourselves. And guess what? I would shit myself. Literally, I would be so freaking scared to say my name and tell people who I am. So how do you overcome that? And I could not believe that I was down this path of discovering that I needed to build confidence in communication. But did I not realize as well that the communication was going to set me free? It was going to help me to heal. So I discovered, because I was on YouTube, the universe sent me a freaking program to do, a speaking program. I was like, whoa, this looks like something. And mind you guys, I already invested in a couple of programs by that time in 2018 that I hardly had any money left either. But it looked so good. And I was like, let me check this out. So I watched the 40-minute webinar, right? And it was for a program from Mindvalley, Speak and Inspire. And Lisa Nichols and Vishen were presenting this speaking program. And I'm watching it and I'm like, oh my God, Lisa Nichols is like talking to me. Everything she was saying was like making sense. I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds so good. And I was like, I have to do this. But I was scared because I was like, what if it's $1,000? What if it's $1,500? What if it's $2,000? I thought it's going to be really expensive. And then I got to the end and because the thing is, I already spent like $6,000 on programs and I was already doing stuff because I was just like, I wanted to grow. I was like, I'm ready for the next level. I needed to do things, right? And I thought, I hope this is not more than like $500 because I hardly got the money. And I saw the price and I was like, oh my gosh, I can afford it. So what did I do? I didn't fucking hesitate. I went bang, I paid for it straight away. And let me tell you what happened next, guys. It took me about less than 2 weeks to let go of the other things I was working on. I actually signed up for a fitness instructor certificate, fitness coach, which I paid $5,000 for, which there was no refunds available. There was luckily enough, there was another program that I signed up from Mindvalley, which was $1,000. And I was able to get a refund because as soon as I started doing this speaking program within 2 weeks, I was like, I canceled the other one. I got a refund. And I asked for a refund from the fitness coach one, but they said no refund. So I just forfeited that money. But guess what? I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a shit because I was doing this speaking program and I was like, oh my God, this is it. Why? Not only was I in a community where people were loving on me and supporting me and encouraging me, but all of a sudden I was able to speak. I was able to be loved. I was able to be heard. I was able to be understood. I was able to share my story. It fucking changed my life. I'm here because of that. Like, I cannot express this enough to you guys that it doesn't matter if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, if you want to have your own business, if you want to excel in the corporate world, if you want to just be a better version of yourself, if you want to heal your relationships, if you want to become a better communicator and express yourself more, if you want to heal your past and your trauma, you have to do this. Communication, open. This is about you opening. This is not about you holding on to, suppressing, closing, living in fear. No, my story doesn't matter. It does matter. You matter. I'm here because of something like that. And one day I'm going to share my story on the stage at Mindvalley, because the universe doesn't have an option. The God doesn't have an option, hasn't given me an option, but to call Vishen eventually. And he's going to say, oh my God, Luke did our program. Luke did Speak and Inspire in 2018. Call him now and get him on our stage at our next conference, because we need him to share his story so that he can tell all the people what happened when he did our program. And I know that's going to happen. It's inevitable. But just because you're not where you want to be, and just because this was 5.5 years ago for me, actually, it was this time 5 years ago. 4 years and 11 months to be exact, because it was September that I started the program in 2018. This is the power of communication. This is who you become because you get out of your own way and you surround yourself with a loving, beautiful community that has your back, that wants you to win. So guess what, guys? In 2022, which is a very powerful year, which is my favorite number, which is my power number, which has been around my life for so many years, my parents' house is number 2. The house I lived in for so many years, my sister's house, is number 22. I was born on the 22nd of September, right? I started Speak and Inspire in September, right? 2022 was when I was inspired to say, you know what? Speak and Inspire is amazing. It's an amazing program. It helped me wake up to my greatness. But imagine that Luke Mindpower created his own speaking program. How could I help people transform their lives even more? So I took action, guys, and I created a speaking program called Speak and Transform. And the purpose of this program is for you to step into your purpose, not because you have to be a speaker, not because you have to get on stage in front of people, but because you have to discover your purpose, because your purpose is hidden in the voice that you're not speaking, in your communication, is your ability to be yourself, is in your authenticity. It's in everything that you've suppressed, that you've been holding on to. So I look back last year and I'm like, how did I even manage to do this? It took me about 5 months to put all the work together. I was, yes, inspired by the Speak and Inspire program, but I was like, what if I made a program that was a Luke Mindpower energy? Because there is no other energy like my energy. And what if you did this program and it took you to exactly where you're supposed to be? Because no doubt it will. Right? Because I know myself, when I feel resonance, when I was listening to Lisa Nichols, when she was sharing about the Speak and Inspire program, I felt connected. And that was all I needed. I was like, she is talking to me and I am investing in myself and I'm doing this freaking program because I'm ready. So I want to know, you guys are watching right now, how many of you guys are here that are actually ready to step into their purpose? Like in the chat, if you're ready, write the words, I am ready. Because this is the moment that you've been waiting for all your freaking life. This is where you take action and you go, you know what am I waiting for? What am I going to let fear and all this suppressed shit continue to hold me back and for me to keep wasting my life, wasting my time? because that's exactly what's happening, guys. Every day that goes by, and let me tell you, the days fly, man. They fly. I just got back from Dubai. It's been a month already. Like, what? And what have I done? I'm only growing because I just keep taking action every day, right? So this is what this is all about, guys. And that's why I'm sharing it with you, because many of you don't even know that there is a speaking program that's waiting for you to do so that you can release and heal and communicate and step into your purpose. So don't get it twisted, okay? If you want to step into that next level version of yourself, you got to speak your truth. You got to stand up for yourself. You got to use your voice. You got to learn to be confident in who you are. And this is not just about as speak and inspire. I've taken the speaking part, but said, no, this is about transformation. It's not just about inspiring. This is about transforming your life and for you to step into your true purpose. Okay. So guys, I want to share with you as well, straight up. I've got nothing to hide. The value of what it is that you're going to be receiving in this experience is ridiculous. But the price of what it is compared to the value, there's a big jump. And I've dropped it heavily so that you can take action. Okay. So the value is 2,497. But today for you, it's only $499. Okay. And it's important that I share this with you. Again, you could go to my website and you'll see the same thing there. But I just wanted to share that with you straight away so that you have it, because over the course of my time coaching and doing what I do, so many people are like, how much does it cost? How much is this? How much is that? This is the price. Okay. But the next question is, what are you worth? What's the price that you give for yourself? How much are you worth? How much is your success worth? Right? Because what this is an investment in yourself. Are you worth it? Is discovering your purpose worth it? Is you living your dreams worth that money? Are you worth it? You want to ask yourself that question. Because when something feels aligned and there is resonance with something, man, I don't even question it, right? The amount of programs and investments and conferences and things that I've done, right, to get me to where I'm at, there's no question. It's called clarity. It's called conviction. It's called, where do I want to be in 5 years' time? Do I want to look back and go, I'm a product of my past because I fucking invested in myself, because I took action and I didn't sit there and question whether or not it's going to work. I felt the energy and the reciprocation of that and the resonance and the relatability. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Not sitting there fucking going, oh, yeah, maybe I'll think about it. Mate, you got no time to think, mate. It's time to take action. It's time for you to step into the purpose that's been calling you all your freaking life. And this is the blueprint. I promised I was going to share it with you. And this is where I came from. But this is totally different because Luke Mind Power Energy is involved here. Okay. So most importantly, that's the price, guys. Now, let me share with you what is involved. Okay. The first tick is a complete program to transform yourself into a remarkable speaker, but not just that, communication, okay? And your communication is so vital with your friends, your family, the people you love, your business associates, everything. Communication is everything. So it's not just about being a speaker, it's about communication, which is so crucial. There are 32 days of coaching with me that's involved in this step-by-step process, okay? Easy weekly lessons and mentorship to hone in on your speaking skills day by day. There's a bonus Q&A with myself every single month that's included inside the Speak and Transform community. Okay, you're going to be building unbreakable self-love and take your self-confidence to the next level. I like to call it superpowered confidence. Okay. And one of the beautiful things I love about this community, guys, is that is a lifetime membership. Once you have access, you are a member forever. Okay, you never have to pay again or anything like that. You are connected with a beautiful community that is ever evolving, growing, and supporting each other. And people are sharing their wins, sharing their growth, sharing what they're doing, sharing how they're building their businesses and starting their coaching businesses and starting their entrepreneur life, or whatever positive changes they're making. Okay. So community is very important. It's a massive part of this success because there's such an amazing power of synergy of giving and receiving. And this is why I transformed so much, because I was in a community that was loving on me, supporting on me, encouraging me. It wasn't me doing this work on my own. When I was connected with a worldwide community of people who were taking action and people who were supporting me, my life changed, right? So you also have access on your smartphone, okay? So you can use it and log into the membership area as well, which is pretty cool, all right? But you also have different resources that I'll share with you as well as a powerful workbook that is going to take you through step-by-step, exercise by exercise, day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay, it's a very, very simplified process, and it's not something to get overwhelmed by. Okay, it's just something to follow, one step at a time, one action step at a time. And this is how it all compounds over time for you to become massively successful, because that's what we're here. Okay, this kind of energy is greatness. Okay, when you continuously surround yourself with greatness, that's what you become. Okay, and then, as I mentioned, you also have lifetime access to the Speak and Transform online student community. Okay, so that is what is involved inside the space. Okay, it's, you know, extraordinary is not really the right word to use. Okay, it's, you know, it doesn't even justify what happens. If I was to say the last 5 years of my life, or 5.5 years of how much I've grown and transformed, is it extraordinary? Not really. It's fucking ridiculous. It blows my own mind at how amazing I am that I didn't know I was, because I was on such a low frequency, and I didn't know that I was, that I could be so intelligent. I didn't know I could learn. I didn't know I could speak the way I speak, but I had to take action, right? And as I mentioned to you guys, say yes and take action, because everything you want is on the other side of action. Your treasure is discovering your purpose. Your treasure is stepping into your greatness. Your treasure is getting yourself into alignment so that you can live your dreams, not your fears. And guess what? Your treasure, the treasure that you seek, is hidden in the work that you are avoiding. And this is the work that you are avoiding, is developing your communication skills, taking action. So whoever is on this live right now from my team, please guys, do everybody a favor who's tuning in, who wants to take action in the Speak and Transform program right now, is send them the link. Send Tracy the link so that she can join us straight away. Because this is what is on the other side, is your freaking purpose, your communication skills that need to be developed so that you can be authentic, so that you can step into your confidence. And Christine, it's not that link, it's the next link after the masterclass. So send them the correct link, please. So this is just so important to understand. I cannot emphasize this enough, okay? Because as you take action, you will start to realize that this is what's been missing in your life. You're overcoming your fears. You're overcoming that doubt. You're not letting that control you anymore, because all of a sudden, what are you doing? You're opening up and expressing. Opening up and expressing, opening up and talking. Like, it's crazy to think that, oh my gosh, talking could change my life. But guess what's missing? Love, being heard, feeling understood, feeling appreciated. Many of us didn't have this in our childhood. Many of us didn't have a loving, beautiful home where we could be ourselves, where we could talk about our feelings and our emotions. We could talk and express. This is the truth. And that's why this is such a transformational opportunity for you. Because the moment you step into this community, you're going to feel the love. From myself, my team, the rest of the community from all around the world. You're going to be surrounded by greatness. You're going to be surrounded by people who are investing in themselves, who are ready for change. And when you're surrounded by people who are ready for change and taking action and showing up, you become that. See, you don't know what you don't know. And what I've shared with you right now, I want you to pay attention to this. Because right now, I've just shared with you some possibilities. You've gone, oh, wow, that sounds interesting. Okay, I wonder what it's like inside, right? And what this really is like you're on the side of a swimming pool. It's a freaking hot day. It's 100 degrees. It's 40 degrees Celsius, like I appreciate because I live in Dubai. And it's so freaking hot. And I'm standing on the side of this pool and I'm looking into the water and I'm like, wow, I wonder what it feels like to be in that pool. I wonder if the water's cool. I wonder if it feels refreshing. And this is exactly the same as this experience as what I've just shared with you. I've just shared with you some powerful information that's got you thinking. And you're like, damn, I wonder, like, what if I did do this? What if, and I did say 32 days, guys. Like, you are 1 month away from massive success. 1 month, not 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 1 month, 32 days, right? So the question is, what if it doesn't work? What if it's not good? What if I waste my money? No, the question is, what if this has been what I've been waiting for? What if this is the next level to my success? What if this is where I step into my greatness? What if I discover my purpose? This is the mindset that you have to have. What if this is what you've been waiting for? So looking at the swimming pool is jumping into the swimming pool and realizing, oh my gosh, it feels amazing. And this is what it is about this journey as well. It's saying, hey, take action. Because once you get in there, you're going to realize it is everything that you needed. It's like jumping into the water thinking it's 40 degrees and I just want to be in that water. And you don't know if it's going to feel good. But then when you jump in, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I just want to stay in this water. I want to stay here because it's so hot out there and I feel so good in this water. That's what's going to happen. So I encourage you, I invite you, okay? If you can't find the link that's in the chat, I will send you the link. I'll go on here after this and I will send you the link directly, okay? So that you can register and sign up and join, because we can't wait to meet you. We're so excited to meet you. We can't wait to support you and encourage you and empower the shit out of you so you step into your purpose and you live your freaking dreams. No more fear. No more fear. Okay, guys, I love you. I believe in you. If you're watching this on a replay, click the button below. It'll give you direct access to the Speak and Transform program so that you can take action, register, get started, and I will see you inside. I'm sending you so much love. Never give up on your dreams. And remember, as it says on the screen, the treasure you seek is hidden in the work that you're avoiding. And everything you want is on the other side of action. And let me just finish with something else. I just want to remind you this one thing, because this came to me as I was creating a TikTok video. And I was at Oliver Brown Cafe. I just went to spend some time by myself. And my mom's like, where did you go? And I'm like, I went to enjoy my own company because I love me. I love spending time with myself. And so I'm sitting there and I'm making this TikTok video. And if you go on TikTok, you'll see it. It's a video with me and my nephew, and he's juggling the soccer ball. And I came up with this quote: your true calling and purpose is hidden in the fear you are not facing. And many of us are living in that fear of not being able to express ourselves and be our true, authentic selves, because we're afraid of the repercussions. We're afraid of losing people. We're afraid of being rejected. There's so much fear that we're holding on to. And that's where your calling and your purpose is. Isn't that incredible? I'll leave that with you. I'm sending you so much love. I'll see you soon, guys. Peace.